already stand out, starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the ninth inning. There ain't no point in resisting. You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive, or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night.
Okay then, let's get away from the music and into the Minecraft. Welcome everybody, welcome to the second stream. Coming to you, sort of, kind of, a little bit from the Bloomcraft server. Can you go? I can hear you, zombie. Do you mind? I'm trying to do an intro here, zombie. Trying to do an intro, and I realize now that I am completely on the wrong screen. But that's okay. We fixed it. I'm back. I'm here. Hi, zombie. Shut up. I'm doing a stream, and you're interrupting me. Alrighty. Hi, Seven. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Well, the plan today is very simple. We've got our kind of base here. This is our base on the Bloomcraft server. No, this is what we built in the last episode anyway. And I kind of wanted to start creatively planning what the next parts are going to be. I always like to have mine planned before I go into the world. So I've got some visions for what I want to do. Like, okay, just drop off of that. Someone put a cliff in my way. I don't like it when people put cliffs in my way. Putting a cliff in my way. How dare they put a cliff in my way? Stupid cliffs. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, like, as soon as you sort of come in from the main gates, like around here and here, I want there to be these two giant crystals that reach up, as if they are what's powering our base. We're going to kind of write those crystals into the lore. But then I also need to think about my nether portal. Because right now, this is the nether portal. And I'm just sort of checking on the stream's health. Yeah, we seem to all be all good there. And I haven't actually got one on the server just yet. But let's go into options a minute. Video settings. No, not video settings. Music and sounds. What is it? Ambient environment? Is that the nether portal sounds? Yeah, that seems to have quieted that down. Because as it stands now, I can't just have a nether portal stood there. Like, having the nether portal just in the middle of nowhere like this, it doesn't work. So I want to come up with a design for the nether portal, and I kind of want to decide where I want to put it. And that's the bit that I'm a bit torn on like, where do I put it? And the question is, do we put it like over the other side here? Like, it would be perfect to go over here, so like where we come into the base. Like, here seems like a very good idea. But I don't know on that one yet. I'm still a little bit torn. But either way, I kind of want to get to work on these crystals. And these crystals are going to be in 2 phases. There's going to be like the plinth that's holding it up, the stand, and then the crystal itself. And I want to design each separately and then sort of bring it in. So the first thing we'll do is we'll just sort of design the crystal. And for now, I want to put the crystal above the ground so it's easy to move later on. And what do I think? I figured amethyst. A block of amethyst, budding amethyst. We can't get budding amethyst in vanilla, so I want to make sure that we have something that we can get. So let's go up just a few more. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a good start. And we can sort of like, oh, I can't. I was going to extrude it, but if I extrude it, it's going to make it very difficult when I extrude it this direction. So let's just bring this out a little bit more. I'm not sure if amethyst is the way to go, because of course we want this to like kind of glow up. But in terms of like light and brightness that we're going to have inside of it, the blocks are limited. Like sea lanterns, they don't work. We've got, what are they called? Fog lights. But again, you know, these also don't look all that good. So I need to actually turn my sounds down. It's insanely loud. Add that on for the intro. So I need to sort of like figure out the shape of this. Yo, Alfie, what's up? How you doing, my friend? What are we building? I am currently just trying to work out a bit more of the entrance to the kingdom here. Working on some crystals, and I'm just building it in the sky for now. We'll move it down there a little bit later on. I just kind of want to get the design down. And I'm just kind of figuring out, like, how are we going to light it up? Because I do want the crystals to be lit up, but I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. Okay, I don't really like that either. Like, maybe we just do make this, like, a square to begin with. That could work. And I have to sort of accept the fact that if I'm using amethysts, then I'm not going to be able to use any like stairs or any shaping blocks. Like the best I can do is concrete. And that doesn't have any stair variants. So this crystal might not go according to plan. Like, it's not really looking the way I want it to. We sort of shape it a little bit more like that. We get a bit more of the crystal vibe. And then we can bring this in down like that. Just working out a shape at the minute. We'll worry about shading and making it look pretty in a moment. Like, that definitely feels more crystally than what we had before. And, you know, we could kind of repeat that design down the bottom. Although I'm not entirely sold on the structure of it. But we'll see, we'll see. Let's get this X in place down here first. And then take that out, bring this down a little bit. Like, there's definitely a crystal. But I don't know, you know. Like, what about now if we bring in some of the glass? How does this make it look? Like, this might help round out some of those edges that we just don't have rounded out at the minute. So let's try it on just a... Ooh, I'll put that there. That goes in the wrong place. Let's just try it on a couple of the sides here. That's starting to give me the vibe that I want. But it's not perfect. I've never really done crystals before, so it's new to me. Although I do kind of like the way that looks. So like when it's all done on one side, it does look okay. I mean, these crystals don't have to be super detailed. I do kind of want them to look nice though. But it's something new, you know. I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And that's like what I like to do as a builder, because it makes you a better builder. Put one on top, see how that works. And we'll have 2 of these, one either side of the opening there. And we'll have some more around the base in different places. But I'm kind of inspired by the crystals that you see in Crash Bandicoot. And also the fact that we're playing a game called Fabula Ultima at D&D, and it's a tabletop role-playing game, and the world is powered by crystals. You're protected by crystals in that. Do I take those out and bring that down one? Like, I like that. I don't hate that. It's a very simple crystal, though. It is definitely a very simple crystal. So I'm not so sure about that. It definitely feels like it needs something. Maybe we bring this down one more at the bottom, because it's 2 at the top, and I made it a little bit shorter on the bottom. I wanted to try that, but that's not exactly working out. But the thing is, the crystal isn't going to be illuminated, and that irks me. And we could do that. What about this amethyst? Like, we've got these amethyst clusters. Like, can we just pop that on to these blocks? How's that looking if we were to... What about if we... No, let's just stick with this on the sides. What about if we were to replace this? Oh, that did kind of replace... Actually, that is what I want to do. Nope. I've messed it up, haven't I? Get rid of that. Let's stick with normal Minecraft buttons. I seem to be better with them. No, that's kind of killing the vibe that I'm going for there. That's not what I want, so we'll take that out. I'm not sold on this being super complex either, you know. There's certain builds that need to be simple and certain builds that need to be complex. And this one could just get away with being simple. And I don't overly hate that. We've missed this bit. I could have swore I got this bit. It is going to be a lot of purple stained glass that we need. You know, alternatively, like... Is that really what we want to do? Let's get a clone on of it. Yeah, I'm not well versed in this mod, so this is the way that I clone in this mod. Don't moan at me. It's not perfect, I know. It's not pretty either, but it gets the job done. There's got to be an easier way to do these cloning, but, you know, if it works, it works. Right, let's go with the clone tool. First point. Second point. Clone the crystal. We'll just finish that clone. Did we get all of the crystal? We did, yeah. A little bit off centered. I'm wondering, like, what if we were to replace certain parts of these blocks? Like, what options do we have? Because glowstone will light up, but it's not what I want. There's that new copper. Was it copper light? I don't even know if we have that, if we're updated to that. Yeah, this, like, copper bulb. Although I have no idea how you even go about getting this copper bulb. And this does light up. You know, we have to use a button to get it to light up, but it does definitely light up. And I'm thinking like black stained glass. And my reasoning for this is the base is made out of black and orange, so it would make sense to have these. Although, looking at that, I don't really think that's what we want. I think to get the full picture, though, we need to get this whole thing replaced. So, let's just do that. Yeah, there may be commands that can make this easier, and it would be useful to learn them, but, you know, in time. Let's just get the whole thing put up. This way I could light the crystal up. I mean, we could always use blue, but that requires sea lanterns, and I don't have access to a ocean monument. Okay, I think we're heading in the wrong direction there. What about red stained glass? Like, what if we were to have a more vibrant color on the crystal? Would that help? I don't really think it will. I mean, it keeps the orange and black vibes of the base, I suppose, but do we really need that? I don't know. I'm still debating. Okay, so with the red stained glass, I actually like it. I think the red stained glass is better. It's definitely better. It definitely fits the vibe of the base a bit more. Of course, you know, we need to kind of turn these on. So let's just... Do we need to turn them on? Do we want them on? Oh, I suppose I do want them to sort of like glow up. Yeah, and I've never done this before. If we were to turn them all on, though, would that ruin the aesthetics? Let's just pop them on for now. It would certainly give it that burst of light. Do we need them all on? Let's turn a couple off. Like, or we could, like, have the crystal on from a certain point, going up to sort of, like, the midway, and then turn it off. Oh, that could work. I don't think I can actually put a button here. How about a block of redstone? Does a block of redstone turn it on? Redstone. I have loads of this on the server. It does, so I could fill the insides with redstone to turn it on. And then that would limit the number that I need to get. Although I have no idea how I even go about getting this copper bulb. I have no idea how you get this in Minecraft. So, like, if we were to do, say, this, for example. Turn that off, turn that one off. Showing that the crystal is partially powered. You know, we could even, like, come up the side here and have it going up like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. We do need to figure out, like, we'll have to personally power the bottom one. But I don't hate that. I think that works really well, actually. But I also really like this. Decisions. Like, I'm getting a very bad idea right now. I want to try something. First of all, let's just get this crystal finished. Like, is this going to be like a different block, though? The one that's on? No, it's in a different state. So if we turn that off, you know, we replace all of the glass first. Get this one replaced. We've got the backup crystal already copied behind it, so if this one ends up being disastrously bad, we can fix it. We can fix it. You know, I like both of them, and I don't want anything like overly complex for this crystal. I just want it to look nice. I want it to look like a crystal. It's not something that I want to spend most of the episode on, you know? It's something that I only want to spend a portion of the episode on. We got other things that I want to build in this episode, other projects that I want to tackle. So this needs to be something that is easy and quick to do. So let's just have a quick look here. Bulb. Is it bulb and copper, was it? Let's see. Oh, no, what I wanted to do. Copper bulb. How do you acquire a copper bulb? Google will have the answer for this. Is alignment in block toggles on and off? Yes, I know that much. Oh, but it is going to oxidize, isn't it? It will oxidize green. I didn't think about that. I don't have bees. Okay, to craft them I need blaze rods. Oh, that's going to create a problem now that I think about it. Because these will oxidize down. I didn't think about the oxidization of it. And I'm nowhere near any sort of like oak forest or anything to get wax. We may need to go back to the drawing board on that one. We're back to this one again. We are back to this one. Although, I am going to just toy with this idea. I'm going to continue with the idea that I was thinking about, because getting these in the future, you know, I mean, I know they need blaze rods, but I've had a little look at where I spawn in the nether. There is not a nether fortress too far away. You know, it's totally within the realm of possibility that I can get that. So the blaze rods, I'm not overly concerned about. I don't know if anybody on the server actually has any wax farms. I might have to look into that. We'll keep this for the time being. Hello, George Blake. Welcome back to the stream, man. It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again. Oh, no. Wrong button. Wrong button. I keep pressing the wrong button. Right, let's get these replaced with these for starters. And then we'll go inside and we'll replace some of this with... You know, we'll get the... Rid of the... Yeah, get rid of the amethyst. Bring that up. Goodbye, amethyst. Oh, I didn't... Did I totally forget to replace this bit with amethyst? I did. Yeah, there we go. This is the idea that I want to kind of just run with for a second. Even though we are going to need wax for this, you know, getting the copper bulbs ain't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. But there we go with that. Let's grab the fog light for now. Right, if I do this clone here, does that include all of the crystal? Yeah, the glass becomes transparent when we're not in it. So, my thinking. Like, how would this look floating over the base? That's my question. Like, if I was to line that up there, it's not lined up symmetrically. It's not on top. Yeah, we need to go a couple this way. No, I'm going down. Yeah, a couple that way. And then 1, 2, 3. There. Like, if I was to put that on top of the base, you know, that floating crystal, how is that going to look from a distance? That's what I'm curious about. That is what I am curious about. Okay, that actually looks quite nice. I'm not going to lie. I like those crystals sort of illuminated there. And we can grab another clone of it. And let's just go Control R to rotate it so it's a little bit of a different side, so it's not identical. And are we lined up? We are not lined up. Okay, now we are lined up. Is that... Are they perfect? They are, yep. Ignore the additional floating blocks. They're just there so that I can copy them. Now it looks like I've made the Sims' house. Oops. Yeah, I really do like that idea. I really do like that. Okay, so let's get rid of you. Yeah, I mean, this is a lot to gather. A lot of budding copper to gather. But more importantly than that, is a lot of wax to gather too. Might need to build a beehive. This crystal idea might be shelved for temporary. But we are going to see. We're going to see where it goes. Yeah, I like that. Got an itchy nose. Okay. But yeah, these crystals I like. I think we can also make use of this crystal too, but in a different way. Well, not in a different way, in pretty much the same way. Like if we put this one... Oops, no, clone. Did I just lose my... Oh no. Oh no. Can I control Z that? I can't control Z that. Oh, I love this mod. I love this mod. Thinks of everything. Right. First point. Second point. Like, I like these, but they're not what I'm looking for when it comes to, you know, inside the base. Move that over there. Get that lined up. And then one. And then 1, 2, 3. Like that, I like. You know, we can clone this again. It's not going to light up like the other crystals are. And that's kind of a problem that I'm facing is lighting up these crystals. And we should just be able to straight move that across. Just line it up. Is that lined up? Yeah. Finish that point. Take out the guide blocks. And then that makes the base feel a lot more grandiose. So we got these crystals floating over the towers. Like, that's what's powering the base. That's where we're gaining our power from. But I also kind of need to address the fact that on the actual server itself, if we were to jump onto the Bloomcraft server, this wall, like right here, this bit right here is my base. This is where I've got all my chests through copper against this wall, my bed, my grindstone, my furnaces. I'm out in the open. It's not ideal. Hello there. What's up? We are building crystals, Sigma. We are building crystals. Now, one plan that I had for when we come into the base, like, I wanted to line this with netherrack, and I also, well, not netherrack, nether brick. And I also wanted to line the edges with quartz. Like, we'd have, let's see if I can get some quartz. If I could spell quartz would be nice. Just regular quartz. Like, my plan was something like this. Like, we'd have the road going all the way up to the castle gates there. Probably at this level, I think. Cool, cool, cool. I'm glad you think it's cool. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I'm thinking, like, if we did have this, my problem with this was my initial idea. This lining the sides. You 8. Well, congratulations. I wish I was young again. Wish I was young. That would be nice. Never wish you years away. They go by quicker the older you get, I'll tell you. You know, it used to be the summer holidays felt like an eternity, but then as I got older, I started to realize they were just the blink of an eye. And then kind of like this was the original idea that I had in mind. Having these go down like all the way to here. We'll go to here for now and then we'll go into the city later. But I'll explain what the problem is and the small change that I'm going to make to sort of remedy that problem. Because if we do this all the way, I love this mod. Axiom is such a good mod. And I'm sure there are things in Axiom that means I could have done this much quicker. But I'm still learning the mod. New sub facts. Well, glad to have you aboard. I keep meaning to add like a little sound bite so that when somebody subscribes on stream, I know. Because right now it's just a little icon that comes up and I don't always see it. And I just got to find the right soundbite for it, I think. You know, I've got one for tips, I've got one for joins, but I haven't got one for subscribers yet. It's just a little star that flashes. But welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you. We are creatively planning for the Bloomcraft server, which is a server of creators that I'm a part of. You can actually find all of the creators in the description if Streamlabs has done it properly. You are year 4, Blake, so you must be UK then. I remember when my daughter was in year 4. I remember when I was in year 4. Man, it was some years ago. It was some years ago. But you're never too young or old for Minecraft. So this was the initial plan for the road, because I kind of like the dark contrast of the nether brick. And obviously we'll like go over here and whatnot. But I've got other ideas for that. But I'll show you what the problem is and why I'm not going to be doing this in the end. Because if we go into here, this is my nether spawn. And I don't know if you can tell or not. I mean, it's extremely difficult, but there is a distinct lack of quartz anywhere around me. I'm just in this soul sand. Oh, look! I found quartz. I found quartz. They're there, look. We found them. Yay, I found a little bit. But when I realized that this was my horrific nether spawn, I decided to ditch the quartz ideas. You can't have Minecraft because your PC sucks. Sigma, if I'm saying that right. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Earlier on this year, my processor crapped out on me. My graphics card crapped out on me. And I didn't have the funds at the time to replace them immediately. So there were like 2 or 3 months where I just couldn't play Minecraft. And I missed it so much. I missed it so much. So I feel your pain. What about the walkway? You on about the sides here? Or are you on about the walkways up here? Deo. Deo. You know, I've just upgraded my computer so that I can get back into Minecraft. This game is so good for so many different things. But yeah, so I decided to kind of ditch the idea of using the quartz. And if we go into spectator mode, and I think it's like right around here somewhere. And we go down somewhere around here within the world. Yeah, like right here. There are like a bunch of spawners, and one of these is a Scallybob spawner. Yeah, this one right here is a Scallybob spawner. So, the bone blocks are very similar to the quartz. Really? What do you feel on one side? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What do you feel on which side? I feel for you, my friend, not being able to play Minecraft. Spectator. What about the walkway on the floor? Oh, hold on. Creative mode. Give me creative mode back. In here will be very much the same as this. Along with sort of like out here as well. But if we grab the bone blocks. Let's grab the bone blocks, not throw the bone blocks. That would be quite amazing to do. And I don't know if I want the bone blocks to go that side or this side. Like, I think for the ease sake, we go like your choice. My English sucks. Oh, that's okay, man. I understand that. I tried learning a second language once. It didn't go well. I managed to successfully tell people how old I was. And that was Jaduzans. And I'm pretty sure I'm still butchering that. And I'm pretty certain that it's no longer accurate because I'm definitely not 12 anymore. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling like the bone blocks down the side like this goes really well. We need to find some way of blending it with this. I mean, we could just bring this all the way up. And there is like a small mistake within this. This is set 1 block too low. So when on the server, we are at the right height for this to all be the same block, I believe. We could just kind of do that. Can I just do the extrude here? Oops, wrong one. Extrude. Nope. Extrude. Just me extrude. Makes it so much easier. And then we can sort of bring that all the way up to the bridge. There won't be this slip here on the server. But this is something that I don't plan to just import using like Matic onto the server. This like thing I will build myself. But we can get like a feel for it down. What am I doing? Just grab the bone block from here. And then we can bring this over. I think for here, where it turns, we can actually do that. That's a 4 wide. That's not even, so we'll get rid of that. And then also carry that on with the nether brick. And eventually, like, I want to replace these. I don't know if I want to replace them with pale oak or if I want to do it with the crimson. Where is it? We got the crimson. Ship crimson. Is that not what it's called? Like, I'm sure that it was crimson something. Let's see. Scroll through, find the leaves. Like I'm thinking like the leaves are there. We are. Look, no, that's nether wart block. That's not it either. Is that what the leaves are made out of? Or am I just fire coral block? Wait, oh yeah, of course the blocks are a thing, but you need water to keep them active. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna go in the nether and find one because I'm not certain on this one. Let's go exploring. Like, first things first though, I am taking down my coordinates. Minus 48, 59, minus 401. Okay, slash. Let's not do slash locate. I want to fly around. I want to see what we've got here in the nether. Old times. Old times indeed, back in the day. Oh, there's a ghast. He's not happy. Wow, look at this. We got a pig. Wow, this is like the home of the million piglins. Okay, slash locate. We'll do the slash locate. Biome Crimson Forest. And then we just teleport to that. I'm in Blackstone. Am I in a... Oh, I cannot be in a... What are these called? Bastions. We're in a broken down one for sure. These are nether wart blocks. I never knew that. Hi, that PvP kid. You're a lot braver than me. I don't do PvP. Right then. They are nether wart blocks. That changes everything. Minus 48. 59. Minus 401. Oh, falling off this cliff. Could have gone one block over. Saved myself some trouble there. These are nether wart blocks. I'm not so sure that these are what I want to use at the minute. Like, no, I definitely think that the pale leaves work better for these over the... I think we got acacia leaves here, or oak. Although, like, on the server I have bushier texture pack. I don't actually have the texture pack on at the minute. So these do appear bushier. And I've been distracted by what I was planning to do today. Hello, Aaron Hopkins. Answer you, bro. I only just saw your message. I need a few seconds to respond. It does take a little bit of time. And then there's a delay on the stream. Gotta be patient there. Gotta be patient. Now, as for the rest of the walkways, I was thinking like maybe this red nether brick could look really nice. Although now I'm looking at it, I'm not a big fan of it. Hopkins? Was it not Hopkins? Oh, it's Ozkin. So it is, my bad. My bad. Now, we need to find like a kind of like a red block. What about the like mangrove blocks? How would they look? Like, I might have to go out my way to find the mangroves. I kind of like the mangrove one. Mangrove is a nice blend between what we've got going on with the acacia of the main build. How dare you? I dare, I guess. Right, we want to make sure that we bring this walkway across as well. So turn off the replace, grab the bone blocks. And to line it up properly, we want to be here. And this should lead us all the way to the 2 cow pens. And I don't know, there's like a part of me that wants to do archways along this walkway so it's not just bland and boring. But I suppose one step at a time. We were supposed to be doing crystals and I got distracted with the walkway. Like there, that one can go up. Same with, we need to line this one up. There. Question is like, what archways would we use? There's obviously lots of options. I just, off the top of my head, I haven't even thought about this. I got distracted. Thank you very much for the follow, Aaron. I really do appreciate it. It's all good, it's all good. Yeah, I've been streaming for many years and making videos. Some people get excited when they join a stream. Although I think probably for like here. But if we did that just to break it up so that we go into the pen. Although strictly speaking, I don't need... I'm crashing out. Crashing out? No, everything seems alright on my end. Let me see, I've got a copy of the stream up here. Nope, everything's right on my end. You might just need to restart the browser or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Oh, jeez, man, fencing my way. No, put the netherrack down. Put the netherrack down. Open up the gates. Close the gates. Right. There we go. So let's get the rest of these grass blocks placed, and then I can actually see a bit more and come up with some ideas for the archways. Yeah, we've come completely distracted from the original plan of today. I'll get back to it at some point. You know, I've got the whole weekend to plan this out with, so I'm not overly concerned about getting it right straight away. And I don't think the crystals are going to be that difficult. To be honest, we've got some crystals done. And I really like those ones. It's just the waxing. Oh, not me. Not me. Oh, geez. I had a heart attack there. I thought Streamlabs was being, you know, Streamlabs here. I had some problems in my last stream, you see. But I've got a good luck friend. I got Teddy from Mr. Bean here. And my wife keeps buying me teddies. And then they end up sort of all over my office. I've got Mr. Bean there. I've got the scat from Ice Age up there. And then I got a devil on that monitor. But those two are zip tied down because they keep falling off. But Teddy isn't yet. Teddy's new. Teddy's new today. Okay, I do kind of like this. Although, maybe we bring this into here. Okay, we should really take it out underneath the there. And I will do that when I'm on the server, but for now I'm not going to worry about it too much. No, I think we leave these ones as grass and we just hoe them down and put wheat on them, make it part of the wheat field. I think that would work perfectly. So now what I need to do is I need to repeat the exact same design on this side. All the way over here. And then I want to do something about the archways. I want to design an archway. I know it's different from what I was initially planning, but you know, the Bloomcraft servers, you know, we're planning at least a year for the first season, so I got a lot to do. Around for the long term. And YouTube is my happy place. Building is the best thing to do. Oh, I do love this tool. It just allows me to replace it. That is not what I want to place it up. Stay in. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. All we ever do on Minecraft is breed you up in the beginning of the game and then, you know, take you out, slaughter you, skin you for your leather so we've got our enchanting. That's the Minecraft way. I also need to now go and find a mangrove swamp on the server. Something that was supposed to be an easy thing to put together is now suddenly becoming a lot more complex. Oh, did I miss this out? Who let me miss this out? Should we blame the wife? Yeah, I like to blame the wife. Right, we just bring this up to the side, mirror it on both sides, and then we can start thinking about some simple archways. And did I take that all the way to the end? I did, yes. And do we even have... Yeah, we do. We have the bone blocks going in. So the next episode of Bloomcraft, I've got to build a skeleton farm. That's easy enough. Roads, crystals, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing the villager breeder anymore in that episode. It was part of the plan originally, because I wanted to make a couple of houses for the mending villager. But I can always cycle back on that one in a future episode. Okay, I like that a lot better. That looks a lot better. It looks a lot more evil and intimidating, which is the kind of base that I'm going for. Because, you know, of course, this guy... Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. This guy... Wait, how is there two of you in here? How did you... How was it... Where did two of you come from? There was one in here. You don't breed on your own. At least, I don't think you do. Oh, that's not what I want to do. This guy is in prison hanging out in front of my base because he kept shutting my door every single time I tried to open it, meaning I couldn't go inside my base because he was inside it using my bed. So I stuck him in here, in a prison cell, and hung him on display. And that set the theme of being evil now. So, now we need to start, like, thinking about archways and... Like, I don't know if I want to use blackstone in it. Because this is just another difficult resource to get. Yeah, because we could do, like, an archway like this. Although, looking at that, we're going a little bit high. I don't know, you know, that might actually work. Let's try it. Let's run with it first and see what we think. And then, what is it? It was the one on top of the stair, wasn't it? Bring that up. That makes it look a lot even. And then the black stone fences on top. Just add that extra level of detail, followed by this. Do we go like one up there? I don't know. I don't know if this is needed or not. It's definitely that one that goes up double, not this one. Like, it's a cool archway. I just don't feel like it's really needed. I'm going to leave that there and think on that one, because I'm not certain on it. But let's grab this. Let's continue this pathway into the village so that I can kind of work out where these crystals are going to go. Because that's what I'm here for. We're here to make the crystals. And I haven't even begun making them yet. I got distracted with walkways. Walkways and crystals. They told me to walk this way and talk that way. Told me not to sing, though. Apparently I've got the kind of voice when I sing that makes ears bleed. Yeah, coming straight from the wife herself. So one thing that I wanted to try and do when I was making this base is I wanted to break away from the things that I normally do. Things that I normally build. And I'm trying not to use a lot of stone in this, especially for pathways and terrain. I'm trying to use other resources, and I'm not using spruce, because I always use spruce. Oh, that trick about putting water under slabs doesn't work. I tried it. Doesn't work. Maybe those archways would be better inside the city. Oh, there's a massive cave under my base. Guess I don't need can't5inthecave.com. Just bite to that block. So we know we've got some access to quartz. So let's... Is this what options? We got smooth quartz and we've got quartz. What's the difference? Okay, I kind of like this one better. Which one is this? You the smooth quartz? I like the smooth quartz better. So if we come back like, I don't know, 3 from here, and then 3 from here, and then we go like here. So we're what, 5 away from there, 3 away from here. And then maybe we go platform of 3? No, let's do a platform of 5. Which puts us like that. Yeah, that's about right. Let's get smooth quartz. I'm kind of glad now that I didn't use quartz when it came to the road, because if I did, that's going to be a pain to gather in large quantities. Okay, I want to make sure this stand is circular in shape, or as circular as we can get it within Minecraft. Try and make a pedestal as best I can here. For the crystal to kind of sit upon. I ain't wasting quartz because these things are going to be a nightmare to gain as it is. So if we do that, and then that. Like, no, that's not the kind of pedestal that I want. Although, that I like. And then I want to kind of bring this out a little bit. So if we do an upside down stair there, along with a regular stair, an upside down stair, and a regular stair. Like, no, that's definitely not what I'm looking for. Let's try slabs. Quartz slabs. Smooth quartz slabs. I definitely think that I want to have a staircase. Maybe we go with the staircase facing outwards. And then we can bring this kind of out like that. What about if we had another one facing inwards? Ooh, this shape is looking good. Like, I kind of like that in terms of a base for the crystal. But I do think that we are a tad bit too close. So let's move it. Like, where do I want it? So we'll move it from... Oh, I'm going to need... I don't know how to do this without the guide block, okay? I'm sure there is a much easier way than the way I go about doing this. But this will work for now. Like, if we put this... Like, maybe... About there. How does that look? Of course we need to replace this, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, and I should just be able to, like, extrude this. Where's the extrude button? That's a stack button. Oops. Mistakes were made. Okay, we're doing this the hard way. We're doing this the long way. There we go. Coming up. It's like it was never there. And then we can sort of put these crystals in there. I don't know, I like this crystal a lot more. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. I like this crystal a lot because we can light it up and we can use it as a light. If it means that I have to go ahead and make a greenhouse of some description or get like a wax farm, I'll do that. Stop it oxidizing down. The only thing I gotta figure out is like how far do I want the crystal to hover in the air? Like, yeah, that's fine. Like, that for the most part works. Get rid of that. We've got our block up there now, so I can get rid of this. I think what I want to do is I want to bring this in again. as if it's almost reaching up to the crystal to hold it in place. Yeah, like that. And then what about like if we were to connect this crystal here? No, I don't like that. But what about if we were to use maybe some red stained glass down there to add a little bit of a height to it? No. We could bring that down. I don't necessarily want it to actually touch the crystal. I want it to feel like the crystal is definitely hovering in place. But I feel like this is getting too close with it. Like, yeah, I think this one needs to go. Just that. That I feel like works. And what about if we like to introduce some polished diorite into the mix? Like, just to add some... No. Definitely. Ah! That is not what I meant to do! Oh, okay, we've done it now. We've done it now. We've done it now. There's no going back. What about if we just, like, introduce bone blocks into the mix? Like, no. Actively, this needs to just be... This just needs to be quartz. Yeah, I did misplace the block there. Well, I didn't misplace it. I accidentally replaced it. Alright, time to go and grab this again. Oh, mistakes were made. Mistakes were most definitely made. Confirm, finish. There we go. Right, I like that. I just kind of feel like it's missing something. I think maybe what it's missing is a stone platform below it. Maybe that's what we're missing. But I don't know, you know, I think we're okay. Okay, let's clone it. First point here. Second point up there. We are one away. So we end up with that when we come through it into the base. You immediately come through and you've got these two massive crystals that is powering the base. And I like that. I like that. Does a beacon go through these? Do I need to power the beacon first? I think I might need to power the beacon. Oh man, I'm good. What am I getting myself in for? What am I getting myself in for? You actually want power. Okay, you're definitely not going to go through the copper bulb. I don't think you're a translucent block. Let's see. I've accidentally closed the tab. You know what? We'll do this the old-fashioned way. I'll do it. I'll do it. Why not? That's what the whole stream's about. Does the beacon go through the copper bulb? We know it goes through glass. But does it go through a copper bulb? Okay. Why you no work? You probably can't go through that, can you? Yeah, that's probably what it is. Let's try it over here. Make sure there's not something just kind of glitching out with Axiom. Yeah, because it works there, so yeah. We can't make it go through that. And then I think like the only realistic fix for that would be to use stained glass. But I don't really want to use stained glass. Now, I'm just curious, like, because I've got redstone inside of it. Like, if this was all made out of red stained glass, it would make my life a lot easier. So let's take this out. And we'll replace it from the inside. Hi George, welcome back to the stream. Oh, I just realized I've accidentally minimized one of the chats. There we go. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? We are trying some new things. Some new crystals at the minute. We are trying to find a way to make this look more crystally, because I would ideally like the beacon beam eventually to go through the crystal. And that's not possible with the copper bulb. But it might be possible if we built the crystal out of glass. The only thing I don't like about that is it's way too see-through. And I don't really think like filling this in with glass isn't gonna change much. Like, I don't know how this is gonna affect the transparency of the glass. Okay, what about tinted glass? Like, if we were to put tinted glass just like through the center. It gives it that darkened core, but it's not what I'm looking for. So, we'll Google an answer here. What blocks can beacon go through? Okay, we've got daylight sensors, bed, signs, and rods, cobwebs, trap chests, wooden chest hoppers. This was done 10 years ago. Okay. Let's see if I just type in copper bulb. A beacon can control through a copper bulb because there's a translucent block. Okay, so it might have just been the fact that it couldn't travel through it because I had redstone in there. So, yeah, I got both my chats back up. But if we just grab the copper bulb. Put that on the inside, how does that look? Oh, got my phone going off. It's not a comment or an email, so doesn't really make a difference. I actually need to put my phone on silent because I've got a copyrighted ringtone, and YouTube doesn't like it when you use copyrighted stuff. Okay, so I like those crystals for up there, but I'm really liking this crystal design for down here. Like, that's not what I wanted to do. Really liking this crystal design. It's a lot more simplistic. And we'll just confirm if the beacon can actually pass through it. We need an iron. Oh, nope. But bring up the creative menu. Grab an iron block. No. Is there anything like stopping it that I've put over top of it? Okay, no, so no, it can't go through it. Okay. So my plan to kind of have like a beacon is out the window going through it. We can somehow do it, but I wanted to... It feels like I'm missing something here. What about the frog light, like this frog light specifically. It'll give that little sort of like vibrant glow to it. And when we use shaders and whatnot, I think it'll look really, really nice. Okay, I like that. And I kind of want to put it out front as well, but there is not enough room to put it out front. Although we could like do 2 mini crystals here. Like instead of the archway. I like this archway, it's simple, I know how to build this. But it's not for the front. Like if we do 2 mini crystals out front, let's see. Let's grab this, and that, okay. So if we go like 1 block back here, or 2 blocks back here, do 1 block there, 1 block like this, kind of like that I want to say, and then just take this up, do it 1 block above, 1, 2, 3, and then sort of shape this out like a little crystal. Like, how does that look? I think we need to get rid of the extra one on top. It's not really a big, nice crystal. It's not what I'm looking for. Okay, let's just try this a little bit bigger. Try it a little bit bigger. And let's take some red concrete. Let's take the powder. It's a little bit easier to get. That gives a crate. No, that's definitely not what I want. Okay, let's just bring it up without anything on the inside. Circle the crystal around a little bit. Do the exact same. No, don't do that. That does not look good at all. And then sort of fill the interior in first of all. Grab on top of it. Nope. What about a little crystal like that? Look, we need to move this. Oops, wrong button. So, where's my move tool? There. I don't have a second point set. Okay, we'll just do that. First point. Second point. Move it up. Let's move it up 2. Confirm. Then we can finish off bringing this down. Grab those. And we get another crystal, like out front. It's only a little crystal. If we take these stairs out here, ooh, forget that bit. Just forget that bit. It's fine. It's anything. We do that. Could grab a quartz slab. Where's a quartz slab? Sort of build the platform out some. No, I think I like it without the quartz slab involved. I mean, it's a simple crystal. I'll leave that there and see what I think of it in the end. I'm not 100% sold on it yet. Okay, so we've done roads. We've done the crystals. Now we need to think about the nether portal design itself. And this one is a doozy. This one is definitely a doozy. Like, how long have we been live for? So far. I have no idea how to even tell. Yep, no clue how to tell. Okay. We've been live for an hour and 9 minutes. So yeah, I've still got plenty of time. Still got plenty of time to do this sword. Okay. We want... what's it called? Deep slate. So, I'm going to make an attempt at this. I just don't know how well it's going to translate into Minecraft. So, get rid of this tree. Tree, go away. Stupid tree. Minecraft always puts them in your way. Never puts you where you need them. Yeah, let's build it here first of all. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, like, I don't hate that. This is going to be extremely new for me. Okay, so we've got the shape of a sword. Oh, that's not really much of a sword, is it? And the trouble is, this sword now needs to be extruded because the center cannot be. Yeah, the center cannot be deep slate. Like this. This all needs to go. This needs to be obsidian. You can't have a portal without obsidian. So we can take this and we'll light this at the end. But for now, the portal frame needs to exist so we can see exactly what we're doing. So I kind of need to think a little bit about the blade. Like, do we want it to be a greatsword blade so it comes out some? That is always a possibility. I'm 100% sold on that one. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll admit, this is new territory for me. New territory for me. This might be a project that I work on in multiple times. What I do know is I kind of want this top bit to come out. Sort of like this. No, like that. Kind of like that. But if we did some notches in it. Okay, we're starting to get a good handle down. Carry that on down. Yeah, not exactly what I'm going for. Like, what if we were to say bring... We'll worry about the blade in a bit. Bring this up like a... Take that out. Grab some amethyst. Throw that behind. Like it's a bit of a gem popping out. Then we can further bring up the hill to the sword with a little bit of style on the sides. I think we need a little bit more style, but I think we need slabs for this. Deep slate slabs. There we go. But if we were to do That, yeah, we definitely need the one on there because that links it up. Okay, so we've got like the top of the sword somewhat sorted. I just need to figure out how it's going to fully connect. So, if we go like this, like, well, no, not that one. And then try and make it a little bit fatter. A little bit chunkier. Like that. Does that... I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And then if we go like this, I don't know if this is going to be what I'm wanting, but we'll find out. Like, yeah, that's the kind of shape that looks good. That looks good. And then what we can do is we can just simply repeat that over on this side. Is that a block? That is a block, yes. Of course it is. Block. Like so. Now do we do... Definitely don't do that. Something's gone wrong here. Yeah, it's this bit. This bit's gone wrong. I kind of like this shape better though. Yeah, I like that shape a lot better. And then once again, we'll come in with the amethyst sort of behind it. To emphasize that nether portal design. I'm not entirely certain about this, so I think like... I feel like we need to move this up one. Let's try that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And move. Where's my move button? It's the bottom one. First point. I need to make a second point out here. Kind of a second point about here. First point. Second point. Move it up one. Bring that back out one there. That way I can move the entire back with it. Second point. Confirm. Bring this down. So it's like a handle for them to grip onto. Still feel like we're missing something here. Is this a... No. That is, though. So, can I do, like... How would I even go about this? Like, I like that, but... I don't like how this is too thin. So, what would be, like, kind of go back to there? Oh, I think we're getting something there. That looks good. So what did we do? We did upside down stair, a regular stair, give it that little bump. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that. What about if we were to just... Does that just kill it? Yeah. That doesn't look as good as I wanted it to. So what about if we were to do like stair, stair? Going up like that. Oh, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. Okay, so now we've kind of got somewhat of a blade put together. We have to kind of accept the fact that we need to make this stand out. So what about if we use like walls to round it out? Deep slate walls? One thing that I see a lot of people say is like, oh, I'm not good at building. You know, I don't know how to build. I wish I could build that good. This is how you become better at building. You build a bunch of tripe first. You build a bunch of builds that just don't look good. That, you know. But by doing this, I'm learning sort of techniques. Do I want to bring this out one more? How does that look if I was to bring it out one more? You know what actually might look good? What about jagged teeth on the end? Oh, this could look good. But if we were to like rotate this every time, as if it was sharpened teeth on the end. Oh, I like that. I do like that. That looks good. That's good. We got to make sure we do it on the same rotation here. So it's upside down, regular, upside down, regular, upside down, regular. And just keep going. Yeah, so when you think like, yeah, you're bad at building, you're not. You're not bad at all. You just don't know how to build what you're trying to build. And you're not going to know how to build it unless you start learning. I want to light the portal. I think we should light the portal. I think what I need to do is I need to see this portal in action. It's not the best of swords, I'll admit. But it's a sword. It's definitely a sword that needs work. You know, we could try to shape it a little bit more. Like it comes down to a V here. But you know, we've kind of got the portal behind it, which makes it very difficult to do. You know, we could kind of imply that it starts to get smaller. Because we could, like... There's no reason why these can't be deep slate. And then we take that, we put that there. And make it look as if then it's starting to get... As if the point is buried in the ground. Fill that out a little bit more on the inside. It definitely gives the illusion. We need to strengthen that illusion at the side here, though. Like possibly like that. That strengthens the illusion. I don't know. I think we need to come out one more here. Maybe we go like down wall. Yeah, I think that helps a lot. But what exactly did we do? So we took that one out. And we took this one out. I think that was what we did. Yeah. Simples. What we could do is we could get like some grey glass. Bring that down the center. And then, do we run like a wall down it maybe? No, I don't like that. I do not like that wall. I definitely like the grey glass though. Okay, let's get some deep slate. Let's get some polished deep slate. And come in and replace like parts of this. So it's not all the same block. I definitely don't want to use too much. I want to be very cautious with what resources we use in this. I don't want it to be very run down. You know, it's a portal. Well, I do want it to be a little bit run down. Yeah, but that adds some shape to it, for sure. Need to fix that amethyst shard there. Okay, it's not the best sword. It's really not. What about if we were to, like, just add some more detail? When all else fails, add more detail. You know, when all else fails, add more detail. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. But, like, what I want to do is, like, grey. I want to give the illusion. I keep putting an E. I want to give the illusion that the sword is beveled. Oh, that's not what I want to do. But of course, this portal has to be usable. Because as it stands, I'm like kind of the only one that doesn't have a nether portal design on the server. But then to bevel it, we'd kind of like need to bring it out here, and I can't put stairs in the rotation that I would like to bevel that out. So maybe we just keep it flat for now. This is the very first sword that I've ever attempted to build, so it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. I'm happy with the top, but I'm not happy with the rest. Let's see, deep slate, brick wall. Grab those, and then put a slab on top, see how that looks. We could also do the same on the top, just to bring it into uniformed alignment. I mean, that's okay, that's okay, that's fine. It's not the best, but I definitely could have built worse, for sure. I definitely could have built worse, for sure. Actually, before I clone this, is there anything else that I want to put in it? Like chiseled. Replace. Add in some of these in very specific locations. We got every 2. This seems to be a fun project to build, for sure. Still feel like we're missing something. I just can't think of what. But it's the end of the work week for me. I've been working really hard on YouTube this week. So maybe it'll come to me after a break. It's like nearly it's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening for me. Something around there. I don't know exactly. Nope, it's 7:30. It's 7:30 in the evening. And I haven't really had much of a break all day. But I like that. Okay, so we need to clone that from this position to... we need a block there. So if we clone here to here, and then we want to control an F to flip it. Okay, rotate. That should align everything perfectly. Giving us a sword. Now the question is, we've obviously got these exposed sides here. We could, like, continue what we've been doing. Like, that would work. Make sure we cover up the amethyst. It doesn't really matter what we put there, I suppose. don't need to fill in the center of this. It'll just end up wasting blocks. But I do like the idea that those don't connect. Same with those ones. Like, we keep those ones with a bit of space between them. That looks good. That looks good. Ooh, that's not that's not what I wanted to do, man. You misplace blocks all the time when you play Minecraft. So is the game. So is the game. Okay, we should be good soon. Right, we're not connecting that up. Or did we leave this one at the same place? I left this one with that up there. So there's the idea for the nether portal. And I wonder, like, this might be a bit too much, but I want to try it. I want to try it. What about our crystals? Our base is powered by crystals, so I feel like we definitely need to get some crystal action on the sword if we can. So if we grab that, and where does the crystal end? The crystal ends like here. So if we go first point there, second point there. Like, yeah, we've got... Ah! No. How did that happen? How did I end up with that? First point, second point. So incorporate everything? Yeah. What about if we, like, hovered the crystals over the sides of the sword? What about if we did that? How would that look? Right, we've got some shenanigans to take care of because we've got other things duplicated here. Like, confirm, finish. I take these out. And then grab. Pop that down there. Get rid of the guide blocks. Just have the two crystals. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of like that. That is what I'm liking for a sword. It's my very first attempt at ever building a sword portal. But we can stick that down. That'll kind of go like in front of our gate here. So that when we come through the nether, we come through facing the base. And then you can kind of come across here and into the base. I don't really know where to put the nether portal when it comes to the insides of the base. You know. But I feel like at the main entrance, just over the bridge where you kind of come into my base, is the perfect place. I'm still unsure about these crystals at the side of the gateway here. There's still something that I'm working on. Still something I'm thinking about, but I suppose that will come in time. Right, so we've done the crystals. We've done the sword portal. We have done quite a bit. I'm very pleased with where we've managed to get to, especially so pleased I'm throwing a paddy by throwing the obsidian about. So pleased with that. That looks really nice. I think that's going to look really good when we get it in. You know, we could do like a... but tough, just... Like, if we were to do like a tough shade just on the inside... Oh, you know what? I should not have done that. I like that. Yo, Aaron. Welcome back. Glad to see you. Aaron Hoskins. Yeah, not Hopkins. I got it right this time. I don't like the idea of that tuff going all the way down here, though. I think if I was to just use the tuff at the top, like in the sort of shadow of the sword, I think that's where it truly shines. Right there. We could put something on the blade, but I don't know what. I don't know what to make the blade out of. Woo, I got it right. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Right, there we go. Sword, nether portal is done. We'll get a schematic of this saved, and then we can pop it sort of right there on the Bloomcraft server. We've got the crystals ready to go. We've got the main crystals into the base inside here. All ready to go. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to achieve in this stream achieved. I like the dog in the corner, man. Oh, I'm so glad you do. I'm so glad you do. This was my dog. His name was Pongo. He was my boy. He used to always be in my office with me. He would lay down. He would be in the videos. He was a part of my YouTube journey over the years, but unfortunately he passed away about 3 weeks ago. And it's been a very difficult thing to do. So I'm keeping him alive with me. I've got his pictures back there, his pictures over there. I have a picture of him on my desk. I've got that dog plastered everywhere. I love him so much. He was a very special dog. I've got lots of different animals, lots of cats, a couple of dogs, but none as special as Pongo. Yes, his full name was Pongo Snodgrass. He was named by my cousin. And when he was named by, I believe my cousin was 7 years old at the time when he named him. But Pongo Snodgrass, that was his full name. And he was hyperactive. He was the most hyperactive pup you would ever see. The most hyperactive pup. He was so hyperactive. And, you know, my family, we're a hyperactive family, you know. There's my wife in the other room going, oh, crap about something. Yep, Pongo Snodgrass. Not that he ever snogged grass, but that was what his last name was. His full name. It was the best name ever. You couldn't say the word biscuit around him, though. That hyperactiveness straight away. He would fight me for shortbread. He would fight me for the rights to eat the biscuits. He was such a fun dog. He made me laugh all the time. He fit in with our family. And he was incapable of taking a bad picture. Like, I've gone through all of my pictures of this dog. And it doesn't matter what picture I find of him. He's incapable of taking a bad picture. Incapable. He always takes a good picture. Literally your dog, man. Dogs are special. They are so important in the life. You know, I wish mine would have stayed with me till the end of time. Dogs are, they're more than a pet. They're more than a pet. They're family. And they matter. They matter so much. Dogs are so important. They really are. He was definitely a model. He loved having his picture taken. He loved being the center of attention. He was all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. And I miss him every single day. I still wish him a good morning, and I still say good night to him, even though he's no longer around. But you never know. He may be haunting me. It would be the best ghost ever. But yeah. Right, I have achieved everything that I kind of wanted to. Never take the break. Never take the break. Indeed so. But, unfortunately, I gotta check that I actually have my mic attached to this scene. I can't remember if I did or not. I do. But, for me, probably haunting you, wanting biscuits. Yes, he most definitely is. We get cold pot spots. No, we like to think he's still here with us. But, I have achieved everything that I plan to do in this stream. It's nearly 8 o'clock for me in the UK. I still got to go in the bath, and I've still got to chill out with the wife for the evening. So, I am actually going to call it here. I've been in my office since 9 o'clock this morning working on videos. I'm tired. I am beat. And I could talk about Pongo till the end of time, and I probably would. But I am tired. I am beat. And I am actually quite happy with everything that we managed to achieve today. You know, for my first ever attempt at building a sword, I don't think it turned out as bad as some of my other first attempts. It definitely lacks on the blade side of things. I think down here needs work. But I like the way that it looks up here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This has been one of the most successful streams that I've done. I stream every Monday and every Friday, and I upload videos every other day pretty much. Well, I upload videos every day, but it's like one full video, then the next 2 days are shorts, and then it's a full video. If you actually want to go and check out the Bloomcraft videos, you can. They're on my channel. I've just put up the one where we build the sort of like main gate right here, where we build this area right here. All of this got built in the most recent episode that went live yesterday. And you can check out all the other members of the Bloomcraft server and even join our Discord, where we hang out all the time and chat with viewers. That's all linked in the video description. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I've had a blast. I've enjoyed making these crystals and swords. It's very different from what I normally do, and I absolutely had a blast. But I want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't already, leave the video a like and click subscribe. I'm streaming. Leave the stream a like and click subscribe if you haven't already. But as always, I'm Casey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you